This is a good question. Hi, witches. I am High Priestess or Sephinus. The question is, how do you know that your intentions is pure? In other words, how do you know your spell is right to cast? You don't know. That's why I say being a witch means taking personal responsibility and accountability. Every single spell, ritual, hex, or curse that you perform affects the earth we live on. Witches, I said this before, but let me say it again. Witches are powerhouses. That's not an overstatement. I'm not hyping witches up. I'm not boasting about witches. It's the truth. Witches are powerhouses. Every single spell, ritual, hex, or curse will have both a positive and a negative effect on the earth and the inhabitants of earth. You don't know. You don't know what that love spell, money spell, healing spell, any spell did to someone or a group of people in the world. You don't know. And you don't want to know because it's not your business. You didn't do a spell, ritual, hex, or curse for everyone. You did it for yourself. But you also have to be mindful of your own strength because witches are powerhouses. This is not an overreach. It's the truth. Witches are a powerhouse. You don't know if your spell or intention is pure. I don't even like that word pure, because it seems to me that your spell have to be perfect and not affect other people in the world when it does have a positive and negative effect on the inhabitants of earth. That's why I tell witches, you are a powerhouse. Be very careful of the energy you summon and the energy you send out. Not because it will come back to you, threefold, because not all witches believe in the threefold law, but because it can have irreversible consequences. You can just look at the world today, how chaotic it is. Sometimes it's due to a witch not taking personal responsibility, not taking accountability. No, I'm not blaming witches for the COVID-19 pandemic. I'm not saying that some witch went rogue and released this horrible energy that created this virus. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that some things in the world that are negative is because a witch did not know his or her own strength and released it carelessly or with no care in the world. And that's why the world is as chaotic as it is now. Witches, WITCHES, witches are powerhouses. You have to control your powers. How do you control your powers? Simple. Before you cast a spell, think. Then think again. Then think one more time. And then if you are sure that it's okay to cast that spell, then go ahead and cast it. But understand this, you are responsible, you are accountable for the energy that is released. And you will have to answer to your chosen God or goddess. You will. As to why you did this spell, this hex, this ritual, this curse. There is no such thing as, a pure spell. It's all about taking personal responsibility and accountability because witches are a powerhouse. That's it. Take responsibility for your powers by thinking again, and then thinking one more time. Should I cast that spell, that hex, curse? Should I perform that ritual? Think about it. And if you feel like you should still go ahead, then go ahead then. Why should you go ahead? Because you have taken responsibility and you have taken accountability. And you're ready for whatever comes out of that spell that you perform. So to answer that question, there is no pure spell. There are only witches who cast spells, who take personal responsibility and personal accountability. That's it. That's it. Witches are powerhouses, but witches have to use their powers wisely, because what they send out into the world does affect its inhabitants. Witches are powerhouses, but they have to control themselves by thinking long and hard before casting that spell.